Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some spam musubi, and you're going to need three main ingredients. You're going to need one, you're going to need some spam. Then you're also going to need seaweed. Now for the seaweed, I would recommend the sushi roll, because if you try to get normal seaweed, it's not going to roll at the same proper way. And then a bag of rice as well, not whole bag, but at least rice so you can use it with your spam musubi. Also need a rice cooker. Cook your rice, that's probably the main point. And you will also need some measuring utensils, so that way you can make sure you have the right amount of rice and water. Now, if you're just trying to make some spam musubi, that's all you're really gonna need. You don't need any other ingredients, but we're gonna add some sauce onto it. We're gonna make sauce with it as well. So for sauce, you're gonna need soy sauce. You're gonna need mirin as well. You're gonna need sesame oil. I have the hot one. You can do the regular one, it's up to you. I like to make it a little bit more spicy. And you also need brown sugar as well for making your sauce. So now that once we have all of our ingredients, we're gonna start making the rice. You're gonna have 2 cups of rice, put it in your rice cooker. Then after that, you're gonna want 4 cups of water into your rice cooker. This is probably gonna take the longest, so let it cook. It should be about half an hour to 45 minutes. Next, we're gonna make our sauce. For that, we're gonna have 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Next, we're gonna cut up our spam into 8 pieces. I believe this is a good even number for a good thickness for each spam. Of course, you can do your own measurements as you please, but I think this is the best of 8 pieces to cut it into. Once you have your spam cut, now we're gonna put it onto the pan. Mine, all of them didn't fit into the pan. That's okay, you can do a couple at a time. You're just trying to get all of them though, that nice gold texture as you cook them. So make sure you're finished cooking them, having that on nice brown texture when they're done. Now we're gonna put the stove into low, because now we're gonna add the sauce into it. And that's when it let the sauce in, it's gonna absorb all of it, and it's gonna really give it that nice sweet and savory taste to it. Next, we're gonna cut our seaweed into thirds. We're gonna cut into thirds so that way they're not big of a thick of seaweed. And next, the final step is to assemble it. So you want the shiny side facing downwards. In the video, you can't see it too well, but that's what you want. And then you want to get a bowl of hot water, so that way you can grab your rice, and then you can start molding it into the shape that you want it, so that way it fits on top of the seaweed. And then once you have your mold of it, you're going to grab your spam, you're going to put it on top of your rice, get a little bit more water, so that way when you fold it, you put some water on top of the seaweed, so that way it seals it together and it forms and it doesn't fall apart. And then here I'm showing the same process again, grabbing hot water, grabbing some rice, folding it, molding it into the way I want, putting it on top of the seaweed. And then we're grabbing some spam again here, putting it on top, more water, putting it on top of the seaweed, rubbing that in. This time it didn't work that well, but once you're done, there you go. You have your spam made, and I hope you are able to make it, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.